Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Zurich. At first, it might not feel like a typical travel destination. It's not loud, it's not chaotic, and it doesn't try to impress you right away. But the more time you spend here, the more it starts to grow on you. During the day, the city feels super clean, organized, almost quiet. You've got the river running right through the center, and everything around it just looks put together. People walking, biking, trams moving smoothly. It feels like everything is working exactly how it should. If you start walking through the old town, you'll notice how easy it is to explore. There are small streets, old buildings, little shops, cafes. Nothing too crowded, nothing too overwhelming. It's one of those places where you don't really need a plan. You can just walk and see where you end up. And what's interesting is that even though Zurich is the financial center of Switzerland, it doesn't feel stressful. It doesn't feel rushed. People here don't seem in a hurry all the time. It's more balanced. You've got the lake on one side, the river cutting through the city, and if the weather is clear, you can even see the mountains in the distance. So even when you're in the city, you never really feel disconnected from nature. Now, if you're thinking about when to visit, I'd say late spring to early autumn is probably the best time. Around May to September, the weather is good, days are longer, and the whole city feels more alive. Summer especially is when Zurich really changes. You'll see people everywhere by the water, sitting, talking, relaxing, or just jumping into the river for a swim. Yeah, that's actually a thing here. Locals literally swim in the river and just let the current carry them. It's one of those small things that makes the city feel more real, more lived in. There are also a lot more outdoor spots open. Terraces, bars, restaurants. People stay out longer, the sunsets are late, and there's just more energy around. Spring and early autumn are also great if you want something a bit calmer. Fewer tourists, softer light, still good weather. Probably the best option if you just want to walk around and enjoy the city without too much noise. Winter is a different vibe. Colder, obviously, and a lot quieter. But the city still looks good, especially around December with Christmas markets and lights. It's not the most exciting winter destination, but it has its own atmosphere if you're into that. Then at night, things change a bit. Zurich doesn't turn into a crazy party city, but it definitely becomes more lively. There's a shift in energy. People go out, bars fill up, music starts playing, but it still feels controlled, not chaotic. If you're looking for nightlife, Langstrasse is probably the main area. That's where you'll find more bars, clubs, people moving around, a bit more intensity. It's not huge, but there's enough going on to keep things interesting. At the same time, you've also got more relaxed spots, especially closer to the lake. Places where you can just sit down, have a drink, talk, and take it slow. So you can kind of choose your night. You can go out and stay active, or you can just chill. Both options work here. Now let's talk about food. Zurich actually has a really good food scene. You can find pretty much everything. Traditional Swiss dishes, Italian, Asian, Middle Eastern, high-end restaurants, casual spots. It's all there. If you want to try local food, things like fondue or roasty are easy to find. Heavy, simple, but good, especially if it's cold outside. But yeah, there's one thing you need to know. It's expensive. Like, really expensive. And not just restaurants, everything. Coffee, snacks, street food, groceries. You'll notice it immediately. Even a simple meal can cost way more than you expect. So if you're planning to come here, budgeting is important. You don't really come to Zurich to save money. That said, the quality is usually high. You're not just paying more for no reason. Service is good, ingredients are good, everything feels clean and well managed. And that's kind of the general feeling you get in Zurich. Everything just works. Public transport is super reliable, trains, trams, buses, always on time, easy to use. You don't really have to think too much about getting around. The city is also very safe. You can walk around at night without worrying too much, even in quieter areas. It's one of those places where you just feel comfortable moving around. Another thing you'll notice is how international the city is. You hear different languages everywhere, meet people from all over. Even though it feels local, it's also very global at the same time. And then there's the lifestyle. People here seem to really value their time. You'll see them working, of course, but also spending time outside, meeting friends, enjoying the lake, going for walks. It doesn't feel like a city where people are constantly stressed. It's more about balance. That's probably the best way to describe Zurich. It's not trying to overwhelm you with things to do. It's more about how you experience it. You can wake up, grab a coffee, walk along the river, explore a bit, sit by the lake, maybe visit a museum or a shop, and then just see where the day goes. It's simple, but it works. So yeah, is Zurich worth visiting? If you're looking for something cheap, super energetic, or full of big attractions one after another, maybe not. But if you want a place that feels easy, clean, safe, and just genuinely nice to spend time in, with a mix of city and nature, then Zurich is definitely worth checking out.